They're adding more and more shit to this, and once they add in more characters and that, they just need to just get more guns. I don't know what it is the Killing Floor 2. I think Killing Floor 2 is just so old fashioned. You just like you don't have a hut. Like the hut this is really fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. So I kinda wanna play with the medic. I think I'm gonna change over. Biotechs are pretty good. Their weak is bio. Weak is fire. Strong is acid. Bio. Then it gets cut. Bio. Weak gets force and so bio. Bio. Health super high, threat level. So that we can get lightning and force, but we can get bio. Oh, these guys are strong against bio. That makes sense. These guys are weak against sound and fire. Fire. Where's the strike at? So strike's weak against cut, ballista, and bio, but strong against lightning force. So basically they're the opposite of what's called. Okay. This goes this ballista and cut. I can't say this kid is powerful. No. So that's the one thing about Killing Floor 2. It had the basics of Killing Floor 1. You go do a thing, you buy all your shit, they give you a fuckload of guns, you upgrade those guns by a certain percentage, and they get stronger. Well, let me level it up. Yeah, well, let me level it up. Why? That's so fucking stupid. Acid and ballista. Okay, that upgraded. this. Damage ain't too high. Lightweight. Let us go up by 3. That's not too bad. It was like 10%. Not too bad. This shit is lagging out so fucking bad.
Everyone to the VTOL. Pronto.
Oh, they do got more characters than showing on here. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 more characters.
See you at the mission site, guys.
This game will get really close to KillingFloor 2. And obviously KillingFloor 2 I think is going to be played still more in general because the way it is.
Come on then, pack up your troubles and get your asses in gear. Ah! I'd rather be shooting, but here we are.
I do like the unlimited life. I do like the upgraded guns and that you don't have to upgrade them, you just get them upgraded.
Stock
Which
up on
shit
ammo,
costs a
huh?
lot more.
Oh, glorious weather. Another one for the pile. Duff wanker.
You'll learn to love me.
Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine!
There you go.
Zed neutralized.
Wave clear.
This gun's okay, but just wastes a lot of ammo.
Always a pleasure, Contact. Let's keep piling them up, everyone.
Solid hit.
Get fucking mad on me. What do I want to do?
That's for the trouble. Cooking alive here. That's a sound I'll never get tired of. Told you I would shoot.
Oh man, my shin splints are fucking terrible. No, my friend's supposed to come on and fucking play with me in that, but
Feeling safer already.
I'm trying to get him on and play, but the boy doesn't want to play that much. I mean, he does, but like, well, we're both off the same days, and like, I've been trying to get his ass to get on. But he wants to hang out with his fucking mom so much. Like, dude, I'm like, I understand you want to hang out with your mom and that, but come on, bro. Like, your mom's got a fucking man. Tell her to fucking go hang out with him. You know, you can't be a mama's boy forever, man, because that's not going to be anything that's going to be, you know, promising in your future. And that. Not saying thing that you shouldn't love your mom. Yeah, you should love your parents and that, but I hate how some mothers keep their fucking children stay children forever. To me, it's just fucking trash. It's like, dude.
Whoa, the in-laws are here. I'll keep breaking them.
Bitch, yeah. Burn, motherfuckers, burn! Die, bitches, die.
I think I just lost my appetite. A dazzling tactical success.
But yeah, it's like I want to do like a whole like dual stream with him, have him stream and then have me stream. We can sit there and just dual stream the bulk of the day just for shits and giggles. Oh man. Yeah, it's like one of the things we talked about. We talk about this a lot. We always talk about like we always talk about that we want to do stuff together, man. Like, dude, let's just fucking go do it. It's like, I'm looking for a video game player. I'm looking for someone I could just, like, play, like, hours with that doesn't have much fucking bullshit. Like, has a girlfriend and all that crap and that. It's like, dude, it's like, everyone, they worship these, they're such babies towards women and that. It's like, well, I want to get a woman and all that stuff. And I'm like, you can. I'm not saying you can't. But, damn.
No more supplies. Shop's closed.
They're coming out the floor. Sorry, love. Failed the audition. Wind your neck in.
That's the last of them.
But yeah, it's like I always want to get like a guild started in one of these MMOs and that, and just have fun fucking around. But I need someone that's continuously wanting to fucking do shit. That's one of the things I had to talk about with him. I mentioned it before, and I'm just like, dude, it's like, I understand you want to hang out with your mom, like have dinner with her and shit like that, but like, why the fuck you going out like you're hanging out with her like you're best friends with her and that? Like, it's like, first off, she's your fucking mother. She has her own life just as you should have your own life. I'm just saying, like, it defeats the fucking purpose. The thing that drives the people insane is people that are fucking, they're mama's boys, and it's just like, dude, like, there's more better things to do. Like, oh, my mom feels bad, and I'm like, dude, it's like, I always have this conversation with many, guys, and I say, you know what, it's like, if your woman's a narcissist, and she's masculine as fuck, that's because you're not masculine enough, so to speak.
Okay, shopping time's over.
So to speak. Well, if your woman's a complete just narcissist bitch, mother too, then that's a problem. Because that lifestyle's just like, oh.
Making strides, team. 25% down.
Enough of your bloody ass.
Half gone. Take out the rest.
I think it's like, I can't say, we had a conversation about that. He kind of mentioned, his mother and that. And I'm like, okay, we'll talk about. I never really asked about his relationship and stuff and that, like what happened. I'm like, oh my god,
Consider this your official discharge.
And like, so it's like, it's always something they're gonna talk about now. And then try to figure out what's going on. know much about that. I said, don't let things control you. I really get sometimes people let things control them. Oh, I fucking died. Oh, that sucks. The slide bash didn't work too good, slid right past that bitch. But this has nothing to do with the person itself. It's the psychologics of everybody that has this kind of mindset. I said it's hard to grow as a man nowadays because we're overly fucking spoiled, which people can say that we are, which is true. We fucking are. I think a lot of men are spoiled as fuck. I think we're raised with less masculinity, more femininity, because a lot of us, we don't want to work hard. We want to play. See, like back in the old days, say like people were born in like the 70s or even in the early 80s. Things were different back then. We looked at things from a different perspective. And that's what it was. And so when we dealt with these things and that, we want to understand, especially when it comes down to, life itself. Like, who doesn't want to understand life? I actually do want to play some fucking KillingFloor 2, I can't lie. I think I'm gonna switch characters now. They have 2 girl ones, but like, I want hot Miss Foster back. Want to hear catchy fucking one-liners. Okay. The sniper guy wasn't too bad. I do like the commando quite a bit. Sucks he doesn't get a lot of damage until later on. Once he gets maxed out, that he actually starts getting more damage to his character. I do like the Arctic a lot. But anyway,
okay, let's
so
like
like
the VTOL in a nice and orderly fashion. We do not want to repeat the
so like we brought up the narcissism of women, and then like we talked about it's like what happened with you with your parents and that. They got divorced and that. And my mom said that my dad was a narcissist. I said, well, why are you saying like that? I'm just curious and that. And then he, we kind of were talking about it because we always talk about psychologics a lot. And I'm just like, well, when you look at it from a different perspective, don't always believe what people actually say, especially when we have to say they don't quite make sense. And what I say about that, I say, well, if something doesn't make sense, you don't see it from like a perspective like someone says like, oh, this person is a control freak, and you're like, okay, how are you a control freak? Tell me, explain to me what the fuck is going on, kind of thing. And I'm just like, well, you have to explain it. But, if you don't explain these type of things, then how are people supposed to? Beautiful. Yeah. from a perspective that you start to understand, you know, okay, well, if someone's not telling you the truth, they keep lying about it, they get emotional because you don't believe them. People that know the truth don't give a fuck about you. But I personally don't care when people say things about me. I hear about it and I laugh about it. I say, well, you fucking I have people, say stuff about me, about, whatever things I do at work and that. It's like, okay, you speak whatever you want to speak. It doesn't mean that it's true because it's not true. I talk about things to try to see things from a very modest perspective. It's like if you work hard, then you should be able to do whatever you want to do that's fun. Anything you want to do that's fun. You shouldn't have to sit there and, and be like, oh, the demanding thing, blah, blah, blah. But no, you should go have fun with you.
Represent your block! People, your boys lock it up! And the beat goes on! Breaking them up!
I think the first 3 waves you can do without a problem. Without going back to the thing. I mean, you can. But yeah, so I was having this conversation about that. I'm just trying to pinpoint, like, you gotta do what you gotta do, but like, you shouldn't be. When parents stop being parents and they start being like best friends of their fucking kids, that's when you start to have a little bit of problems. Because you can't be like that. Like, people that are like, when parents stop being parents, they start being your friend, that just means that parent hasn't developed any type of way of being an actual, like, an actual fucking parent.
No Zeds allowed!
And the intention, you're just like, well, I'm alone in that because I don't have a husband in that. Like, men? Thing is with women and men can be alone and love their life. Women have to have constant attention. If they don't get constant attention because they're more emotional, because they're more feminine, they tend to go towards being more masculine. But the thing is, the women aren't meant to be masculine. Like, I used to be kind of a feminine-based man. I changed it because I started looking at life from a masculine perspective. I like working hard. I like helping people. I do talk about my issues and that, but I do it in a researchable way that makes me want to understand life a little bit more. A lot of people, you know, they kind of just like don't want to understand anything as much. Like Gen Z. Gen Z, they're just like literally, they're all aging so much. Like I was with this one guy and that he does shorts and that, and he was all like, we grew up with Family Matter, we grew up with family orientated type TV shows and that. I said, yeah, we did. So to us,
Lefty, coming up.
oh shit, what the fuck you doing, bro? Heal yourself, dumbass. Hey, bud, you wanna go, bitch? Go, bitch!
No,
Let's go! Come here, you cum nugget. My ass, bitch. Fuck you too. Dude, that explosion's epic as fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna restock everything. Good. My grenades back. My grenades really good. But the guy was saying, like, we grew up with a lot of stuff and that was family orientated. You know, love your family, take care of your parents and that, you know, they take care of you. You know, and that's kind of what it is. Haha, fuck you guys.
Let's look up.
Well, no, they're just hard to, they're hard to fucking kill. Shield bullshit. And they damage so heavily.
If only you use your high fidelity sound for good.
Now. Seems like you could use some grenades.
Nice. Max, not your armor's great.
Seems like you could use some grenades.
Max, not your armor's great. Nice. 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 Max, not your armor's great. Nice.
No evidence.
It did play hard for a little bit. It wasn't too bad. I don't think it was a massive fucking downright.
Oops, your camera is broken. Lock's almost ready.
I do like the locking mechanism. It's nice as fuck. I need to get the reload speed up on that so it reloads. But yeah, so as I was talking to my friend about that, I'm like, it's like you're, I was listening to his mom was like arguing over some stupid shit, and I was just like, okay. And I was just like,
Status update. 25% of Zeds eliminated.
and like, shit,
Locking this bad boy up tight. Everybody crashes. Plastics never die.
they're gonna, hold on.
Feel that rush?
Now that is how you do it.
I just show these things. Fuck that shit. But yeah, so as I was like communicating with them that about that, I was like, someone's like, dude, I'm like, it's like a woman that's narcissist or a woman that has control issues. She wants to be super masculine
No
about
one said
things.
it
They're
was
like
going
the
to be
hardest
this
people
close.
to actually want to get close to. And I'm like, the reason why it's like that is because the way that they act altogether. You know, when you act like a fucking dumbass, you know, you're gonna get preceded as a fucking retard. You know, it's just how it is. You know, you can't stop the factors that people are just fucking stupid. And you know, you want to say there's something wrong with that. Oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. You know, maybe they'll change. I listen to so many people talk about, like the one guy I was listening
Anybody
to.
have a power washer?
I don't know what his name is, but he was saying that like he had a really deep voice. And he's like, well, the reason why, you know, men are trying to understand women. I said, it's not that we don't understand women. We greatly understand women. It's nothing to do with that. It's just women intentionally. Men have changed so much dramatically. Just because of the way life is. themselves don't have to do as much bullshit as we used to.
Down to 10. Don't let up.
Fucking hamburger!
But I say personally, the
Odds
more you
open.
get used to
Who's
like
got
how
some
it
dogs
works in
burning a
that,
hole in their pocket?
the more you start to understand. So the basis of what this man was saying, evidently he's like a preacher of relationships or whatever it is. You have like a big old like theme going on with a bunch of older dumb fucks, basically like boomers or even like really late millennials and that. And this dude talks about, you know, women act masculine, which is true. When men are feminine, which is true. But the thing of it is, women practice masculinity a lot of times in their life, like a tomboy. Well, if they're practicing that stupid shit, and then they're wondering why men don't want to be with them, that's the reason why. But some men like masculine women to a certain extent. It's something they can, like, I guess you want to say, coexist with. You know, it's like, you know, you can be able to play video games with them and stuff like that. They're dorky and that stuff. You know, but the thing of it is, they're still, like, a fucking friend. And I kind of want to get this out now, because I can move around a little bit. And when these people are friends, you know, sometimes you don't think of them as, you know, someone that you're, you know, like attracted to. And I promise you, you know, with all the relationships and all the stuff that I've been through and that, you know, throughout my life and that, and all the experience I had and that, both of the women that I've dealt with were rather, they pretend to be masculine, but truly they were always all feminine. Like, for instance, my ex would be really feminine, and she was very feminine towards me up front. And she slowly started to be more masculine. And, you know, because, you know, things were going the specific way that she wanted to go. See, that's why she went more masculine. Because the idea in her head, she was assuming if she acted this way that I would be utterly in love with her. And to me, love is not about, you know, getting ass and that, all that stuff, or even like you formulate it takes a long time to formulate these relationships and that, you know. But when you throw down too hard and you're expecting to get these things out of it, you know, one of the things I told her, and I said, he's like, we could get a relationship and that. It's like, I don't care. We were slowly getting a relationship and that. The man that was with her didn't want nothing to do with her, obviously. You know, he basically did the same thing I did. He got tired of her attitude was fucking poorly and that. The dude was like, I have no time for your bullshit. So you're acting like a little child. And that's the base of it. She was acting like a little child. She was complaining. She was very, you know, yelling and screaming and that because she wanted all these things. And I said, that's what it was. You were an overly spoiled child. And you still act like a child. You're just an adult's body. And I promise you, a lot of people have this child mentality. And they're older too. It's like, and like, so if I go from my perspective, or say for the things that I'm doing right now, I am building up more masculinity. My body's changing. I'm getting in better shape. I'm starting to become more of a man. And now I'm starting to see from a man's perspective. I like working hard. I like research and stuff that, you know, I'm a researcher. I like researching stuff. Especially about psychology. It's like my biggest perk. I love that shit. So I love going and digging down, asking questions to that. So if I find someone that's similar to me like that, it'd be a field day. We can all talk about psychological shit together. And it brings out more promising factors. Well, that's one of the things in my relationship with my ex that wasn't like that. Every time I would talk about things, she would sit there and say things that were just emotional. They had no logic at all. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, listen to this. So we had a discussion that, and like out of nowhere, she was getting mad over something. And when a woman, or if anyone gets mad, it's because they're not getting information out that they want to get out because they want this person to already know. It's the stupidest, silliest thing ever. Mostly women do it. Men don't do it that much. Maybe when they're younger enough, but as they get older enough, they don't do it as much. They speak their mind. That's the problem. Men are tired at guessing. Because back then, women would be like, yeah, it's like I'm having a headache today. It's like, okay, baby, and now you know you rub their back out, you stretch their neck out, you do whatever you can to make it feel better. You know, you pop their back and that, you do what you gotta do. That's the thing. But women nowadays, they don't tend to like to say that. They like to do what they call the testing era. They want to test how you think. If I feel bad, he should already know type shit. And I say, yeah, some men can know because they're very knowledgeable in general when it comes down to feelings. But the feelings are still need to be expressed. You still have to express how you feel. You can't just stop it. You can't just say, oh, he has to know. Know what? You know, the way I see it, what the fuck am I supposed to know? You know, like, I say like with me now, you know, I went through this multiple times with my ex and that. You know, I did whatever I could, and that's what it is. I did whatever I could to make her life better. Whatever it is. Gave her a little bit of money for bills and that. Gave her, took her out to eat. It's not like she was asking for a lot, which she wasn't. The problem of it is that she wasn't, she slowly starts to be less thankful for the things that I did for her. And, I'm just saying, I bought her a really nice ring and that because it was they had a sale up at one of the jewelry stores. And that's like, oh, no, I'll spend $900 on you, whatever it is. And I'll buy you a really nice ring. She found a really nice ring that she really liked, and she was obsessed with it. She probably still is. And I told her, it's like, this is me dedicating my love to you. I'm giving you something that you desire that makes you, you love looking at it. It makes you desire, getting closer to someone that means that the man actually legitimately wants to be with you. He sees something about you that he loves. So he gets you stuff that you want. That's kind of the thing. And same thing with women. Get men that they want. Not all men are all the same. They're not. I can figure that. All I want to do is lift weights. Maybe play video games with her and I. We were playing a couple of games that together and that, And we set it up and that. It was a nice little thing. Like I said, everything was really nice now, but I don't know why it wasn't continuously want to be like that. Like we had a game night. We were sitting there playing this one game called it's like Psycho Bears or something like that on 360. So I got a 360 for that. We got more controls in that. We were playing this game, and we were running around just killing teddy bears and shit. It was really fun. And one of the things is she set down the thing on the floor and that. We kind of had like we were laying on we're laying on one of the it was like a futon mattress where we put covers on and all that stuff and that. We were just laying down together and that, and just, we were just watching TV and just playing that game and that, and it was fun. We had a good time at that. It was like, but the biggest thing I was trying to think of it is like, it's like, why did we want to continue the love that we had together? Why did it have to be separated? Because you were thinking like very, very outside of the box things that didn't make any fucking sense at the time. Like, why are you thinking about all this stuff? Like, oh, it hit me. It's like, the love that I was giving you was what that your ex-husband was giving you at the time. And you couldn't take my love in consideration because you were thinking about him. I said, that's ridiculous because that happened 8 fucking years ago. It was 8 to 7 years ago at the time that me and her were like, close. And I was just like, so like, get this. So psychologically, women can't be with more than one fucking man in love. They can't. They can't, like, if they're not emotionally intact and like they're with someone, that's because they're fools. They made mistakes. They follow what the devil wants them to follow. We'll go down this road and that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is like, so like if she was married to a guy that she loved who he was and that loved everything about him, that she was like, oh, he was a dork and that he was, but the thing was he wasn't masculine. He didn't have a masculine sort of like thing. He was a dork and kind of a pussy, and I've seen him. He looked like a fucking pussy. He looked at one of the guys that had, like he was massively spoiled and probably a little bit of like mental issues to that because he looked like he had a mohawk and he looked like a fucking faggot basically. I'm not saying in a gay sense, like it's kind of like a heterosexual man that's really feminine. He looked like that, and like I'm just saying, like, yeah, you cheated on him. It's not because you didn't like being with him. You didn't want a relationship with him in the same way that you want a relationship with a man that wanted to do stuff with you. And I said the only reason why our relationship kind of fell apart. We had a discussion about this, and I said so far it's like because you weren't getting intimate with him. When you get in a relationship with someone for long enough, you're gonna have to have sex. You're gonna fuck your woman, and the woman's gonna fuck you. It's just how it is. It has to happen eventually because you're gonna get to that point where you're gonna want to do it. And sometimes, feminist guys don't actually have the umph to fucking do it. And they say that they do, yeah, I'm sure they probably do in some senses, but sometimes their emotions get caught up. See, guys can't get emotional during sex because that's not their job. It's not. A man's job, other than getting her pregnant, is to completely wipe the floor with their woman. That's what a masculine man does. Do whatever it takes. Pure pleasure without busting. That means that you're just banging and banging and banging, and she's just sitting there getting her ass fucking tossed in, and she can't, stop the pleasure, and it's going on for 15, 20, 30 minutes, and that, like, it doesn't fucking stop. But then you get some guys that they last for 5 minutes. And some guys do last a little bit longer. That depends on the mindset and that, and of course it matters on how many times you do today. And of course it matters on your hormone levels. What I've noticed in that, when I got on peptides and that, I noticed my hormone levels were slowly going up. I'm starting to recover now. I'm starting to digest food better. I'm starting to go through the cycle of noticing I'm starting to get more masculine. Now that I'm getting bigger muscles, and that, which is true, my body's starting to temper out. I'm starting to get, more of a, I'm getting a leaner physique. I'm starting to look more like a dude, you know, and like, and then my eczema is starting to clear up on that. I'm starting to notice that like my patches are starting to go away on my face now. And most times it starts with my face and that. And I start noticing the things in my body and that are starting to go away and that. Of course, these things always take time. Matter of fact, I need to order some more shit. But what I'm trying to say is like, what I learned from my ex and that is understanding that if someone's fully in love with you, like they just like, man, it's like, oh, I'm really attracted to you. I really like you now, because that's what happened with her. The reason why we started to hang out all stuff and that is pure jealousy. She was jealous over another woman, and she was jealous over other women, so she did whatever she could to get with me. And it was only a fact of just saying like, hey, I see 5 to 10 other girls that want to get with you, but I'm gonna be the one that has you. And you're like, okay, so it's more competitiveness. I was just like, okay, so you want it. But the thing is, you didn't win it the way you wanted to because you were assuming, because this is how most females are that have been fucked a lot, the hoes, they think if I can get him in bed, he's mine. I know they want to think, oh, no, that's not how. No. You'll start off being the base feminine woman to be like, oh, I like you, and we'll hang out and that. It was all bullshit. She agreed with everything that I said in that, everything that I did in that, but she never did anything like that after the first month or two went by. Like, really stopped doing things. Like, she didn't want to do anything. All she wanted to do is sit there and get fucking angry and get mad at fucking work. She wanted me to bang her all the time. I'm like, the thing is, you're like, the relationship was just started. Like, what the fuck? It's only been a couple months. Like, I'm like, we see each other now, but my mentality looking at you is not, a 5-year innovation right now. It hasn't been a fucking whole, like, year or so of us gathering up finances together, trying to, like, build a life together. I'm like, bitch, you're fucking old. Like, you're in your 30s and that's, like, it's kind of a different story. I can't ever date a woman my age ever again. There's no fucking way, because it's just stupid. Well, first off, it's just fucking retarded, because the bitches are already gone. They've already been married and been fucked by 100 dudes. If they're not, I mean, like, I see girls all the time. They're always getting pregnant at like early ages and that, and they never have a man with them. I'm like, why you hate men so much? Well, he got me pregnant. Bitch, you spread your legs and took dick. Like, you don't have to spread your legs. It's just your thought process is pure ecstasy. You don't care about the pregnant part. When the guy busts and pumps a nut in a chick's fucking twat waffle, it feels amazing for her, and they don't care. I've talked to plenty of women about this stuff, and that what I'm trying to say is that, like, they want that pure ecstasy, and because they watch porn all the time, they say they don't. They're fucking lying. They watch all these fucking erotic things all the time, and that. And they kind of put it in their mind, I want the pure ecstasy. So, I'm going to get a really attractive looking dude to pump a fucking nut in me. And then all of a sudden, and I already know because I listen to women talk about it. I'm just like, I completely understand, like, getting pregnant. Yeah, it's not a big thing in that, But a lot of women wait till they're really fucking old to get pregnant. I say, there's nothing wrong with that. I agree with that in some way or another. But if you stay consistent with that relationship, say, like, you get someone that's, like, out of high school now, they get in a relationship when they're, like, in their, like 19, 20, 18, say 16 to 20, and they stay consistent. They financially, like, say, okay, it's all about us. We are a family now. And then you start building up your financials. Now you start learning some. People don't do it nowadays. They play too damn much. And I'm seeing that. Like, I'm seeing Gen Z, like, they're getting older and older, and none of them are fucking having, most of them are not having kids. Then most of them don't even know how to fucking work. And they live a life of, like, massive, like, luxury because their parents are, like, like, late millennials that were born during the age of, like, when there was a shit ton of hardworking boomers and shit from the 60s and 50s and that they were born. And then all they did was work. They learned how to survive. Just like anything else. This book called Art of War, or War of Art, or I think it was Art of War. He says when men are weak, society changes. But when men are strong, because they have to fight, they have to survive, which is during war, during hard times, society grows. It's all about what men do. Period. Women only be feminine because they have to. They're naturally feminine with a masculine thing. Masculinity has to be there. If there's no masculinity, there's no femininity. There's never is. That's why you get all these twat waffle dudes and that, and they're like crying, and they're like, I don't know what to do with my life, and that. I'm like, dude, work hard. That's the number one factor. And I do see like these stud people up at the gym, and like, so when I'm at the gym, that to like talk about this shit, they don't know how to get with women. They're in really good shape in that. Like, they're skinny in that, their arms are big in that. They have like a semi-masculine figure to them. But their vibe is like 5-year-old vibe. So I saw this one guy that he always wears tight-ass fucking shirts. He wears tight-ass shirts and that because he's really fucking skinny. He's got like rather, like the biggest part of him is his fucking biceps. Dude's got big fucking biceps. And I looked at him and now I'm like, do you work out anything else other than your fucking biceps, bro? I'm like, you got these gigantic, you got, these big ass biceps for his frame, which is like probably like a couple inches shorter than me. And I was sitting like, dude, like, work on your back. Your back's small as fuck. Like, you don't have a big girthy back. Like, your back is what you should have a strong fucking back. like my back's rather strong. I got a lot of meat in my back because it's a very safe precaution to have a lot of meat in your back because it indicates a lot of strength in that. Your back has to be strong no matter what. Especially with your glutes and that, you gotta have strong glutes because hamstrings and everything has to be strong because you want to be able to perform, especially in a workplace. So I look at him and like it's been several months since I haven't been at the gym. The dude still looks the fucking same. Like nothing really has changed with him. Like I look at him now, I'm like, you don't even look bigger than what you did. Like me, my neck's thicker, my back's thicker, my forearms are a little bit thicker than that. I'm noticing little bits of changes in that. And I lost a little bit of fat in that. And like I see these kids, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just sitting there talking like a bunch of pussies. You're like, well, I gotta do biceps. I'm like, I should go to like, dude, enough with the biceps, but work on your shoulders and work on your fucking back and chest and shit. Like, you're so fucking tiny, and you want to think that you're not, motherfucker. It doesn't matter how big your biceps are. Your biceps are not that big of a fucking muscle. Like I did a pump up in that. A little bit of burnout. I did a little bit of everything. Besides my legs and that, because I did my legs the other day, and I hate fucking blowing out my fucking legs. I have shin splints in that, because I ran rather hard for a little while this morning. I always gotta look at my physique. I always look at myself in that, and be like, okay, what do I look like? Like these kids want to be super fucking skinny and have that little bitch ass six pack and that. It's like, you got a six pack, bro. You can try to get the fucking bitches to suck your fucking dick. That doesn't mean they're gonna be with you. And I look at myself and I was like, number one, yeah, I'm not as skinny as I want to be. I can't lie about that. I never will be. It looks like I'm getting thinner, but like to me, it doesn't really bother me too much. But when I check myself out now, like the thickness of me is I'm getting thicker. I'm getting more mass on me. And people always tell me, well, once you start getting more mass on you, you're going to start slowly dropping weight. So I'm like, okay, no. And that's why I went on peptides. And that, a lot of it's because I had gut issues. And now that stuff's starting to work. And I'm starting to see a change in my body now because I'm actually starting to fucking heal. Where's that? And that's always been one of the things with me. The thing is, I don't even work out with heavy ass weights. I was doing back pulls with only like 85 pounds. And I felt my back was burning. I actually got that back to really get into it and really do that stuff for that. I said, you can only do so much fucking work on your body. You don't want to break down your body too much now. The thing is, a lot of other people try to like go to that part where they're like, they work out so fucking damn hard. And like, you can do it. But they're not going to build much muscle now because your body can only recover so much per day. And if you're not eating enough protein, enough carbs and shit, your body's never going to build. So basically what I'm saying is, like, what does that have to do with psychologicals and that? Well, when a man's disciplined, he's more masculine. He wants to do things that are more manly. Get in fights, help weak people out in that. That's what the strong people do. That's what they're supposed to do. The righteous strong. And no, we always gotta be strong to fight against the wicked. And the wicked's are very, very variations of people. Most times people are just like simple wicked people. They're just fucking stupid. And like one of the things I saw with like multiple kids that They want to like pretend that they're strong when they're not, and they want to lie about their life when it's just like it's just kind of pathetic. So it's like where's all this lying coming from? It's like, why are the people's mentalities are like this? I can think of myself back then. I used to be like that too. I used to thought I was strong because I had a picture inside my mind that I was like Goku. I was like, man, I can fly in that shoot coming like Haas. I mean, I was living in a fictional fucking world. I literally played video games all day and that, and think about being a hero without very little work. I mean, yeah, I walk around with wooden swords and that, and I've practiced with wooden swords and swing around that because it's good, great forearm training. It's actually great training altogether. I used to run a lot and that, stuff like that. But the thing is, I was never like as strong as I wanted to be. And then when I got on the football and that, and I tried to be a linebacker, and one of the guys I went up against was like a 6'3" like big old fucking dude. Dude was like 200 something pound high school kid. He was just a really big fucking kid. And I was like 160 pounds. And like I ran up against him with the pad, and then I ran up against him, I tried to tackle him, and he sat there, and I tried to push him, and he ended up shrugging me off, and I fell to the ground. I got fucking pissed. I'm like, damn, well, what the fuck, bro? I was like, how the fuck are you so damn strong? And now I look at it, I was 160 pounds. I'm 230 now. I went up 90 fucking pounds in the last, 15 years. And I would say, that, yeah, muscles have increased. I probably gained like 30, 40 pounds of muscle since then. And the rest, I could say that's fat and, water weight, whatever the fuck you want to say it is. But I didn't know the mentality of it until I actually went up against it. And one of the guys that I went to school with and that for a long time, and he says, "Yo, but you just need to go to the gym and start lifting weights and that, and just build up and that. He says that he was telling me that you can get strong in that because some people knew how strong I was when I was lifting in the gym and that when we were doing our little gym class and then we went to the bench room and that." And I was like, the strength was there, but I just never pushed it because, I was always in a fantasy world. I act like a little kid. I was believing that I was something that I wasn't. And that's one of the things that I see nowadays, with some younger people and that. I always say, well, their mentality is similar to mine. So I have to look at it from that perspective of understanding, which I do. When you see people kind of act in this way, you have to tell them, like, stop living in a reality that's not real. And one of the realities I lived in, I was, I would say, I was a liberal-based mind person. I was very liberal-based mind. 100%. That's what changed me because it's the truth. Back then, that's what people believed in. They believed in that sort of truth, and they never stopped. And they kept on pushing that truth forward. We can always say certain things, and that's one of the factors of why I've, kind of changed as a person.
Let's lock and roll.
As I start seeing the truth.
Everybody done shopping? Hope so.
I start to want to understand it. I want people to sit there and keep on making these mistakes. don't understand it, but we live in a life.
I met them.
And it starts getting to But all I'm trying to say is like, when masculinity starts to go up, you start seeing things change. That's when you start to realize it. You're just like, wow, life's changed that much. Yeah. When you start seeing the truth for what it is, men should work hard every single damn day. We should push hard. We should always be the ones that sacrifice something. Of what I've noticed is men sacrifice a lot of fucking pain. The cuts and the bruises, the scrapes. We can't sit there and cry about our fucking feelings. This is where like women tend to get fucking very upset about this shit. Like, men should express themselves more. Bitch, I don't have time to express myself. Be yourself, bitch.
Won't take long.
Fuck off already. Damn, dude. Out of there, bro! Run, bitch, run! Don't run, motherfucker. Oh, you fucking dickhead. Jesus Christ, bro. Maybe try a slide net. You can't fucking slide while you're fucking. I like how they always fucking hit me. Dude, can I fucking run faster than you? You're gonna keep on fucking hitting me, dude. Okay, these flesh rounds are fucking retarded, bro. They take way too many bullets to kill them. Holy shit, bro. They're fucking pain in the ass. I gotta upgrade my fucking reload speed on that damn gun. The only thing bad about that gun is that damn... The drum mag is reload speed is fucking shit. Every drum mag has a different reload speed, I guess. Penalty. I guess this one's fucking shite. It's like 30% fucking garbage. Okay, let's go to this. Let's go see. Oh, it's only 12%. Okay, okay. Okay, 8% recoil. Okay, not too bad. I like the knockback capability of it. Okay, yeah, so I think it's 1200 damage. It goes up to 1600 damage. That's exactly what I want with that. AoE blows up bigger too. See, that's what I need to get. Well, instead of taking 600, that takes 1200, so it's like one of them will actually, well, kill a flesh pound basically. If I get up all the way, it would take only 2 to kill him instead of fucking. Maybe it'll only take 1 if you shoot him in the fucking head. Okay, so that is Force and Ballista. Okay, so I can't really make too much more. Get bio. Oh. The fire rate goes up a little bit. It does go up a little bit more damage. Probably goes like fuck at like 8%. Okay. The thing is, like, this changes the barrel of it. I don't know why they don't change the barrel of it. Like, this one changes the barrel of it. to the office.
Get to the
But
VTOL.
anyway.
Duty calls.
Actually, I can get this. Goes to 200. Worse. I might go play some Resident Evil 9 a little bit later. I might go through it again because I actually do enjoy the game a lot. Okay. I just go with armor, makes it more easier. I go with the door. Yeah, we'll use the traps. I'll use the traps this time. Just get a little bit of different elemental shit. Because traps do really good against.
Don't forget, on the battlefield, the enemy always gets a vote in the outcome.
One less lens on us. Time to get rowdy!
Now, once I got my grenades, I got 2 grenades in my ultimate, I should be able to go through this next way pretty good. Yeah, what the fuck was I talking about? Get over it, you fucking moron! What are you doing? I gotta get over the ledge. Yeah, see, I have to be an asshole when I stream with these games, obviously. Because that was fucking stupid, like, literally, my guy wouldn't get over the ledge. Why? What the fuck was that stupid shit about? This needs to be shortened by not even showing this. I don't give a fuck about the experience when I'm all hyped up on fucking adrenaline and shit when I get going again. I don't give a fuck about my experience. I already know I leveled up because it says I leveled up, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Let's just get the game started. Come on, let's go. Go, 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 go. I need my damn window open. go up to the donut place again. Let's get outside and walk around because I'm all energetic and shit. Where is my phone at? Phone, where are you, bitch? Gotta check my fucking schedule. Yeah, I went up to work today and they were all like, seven to 2, 8 to 4, 8 to 4, 7 to 12. Okay. Yeah, this gun fucking sucks unless you upgrade
there.
it.
Good. Now get ready.
Are you ready for the kick?
Another one down.
Adios, amigos.
Too late to call for first aid. Scully's got bolted for days.
Snap.
That's all of them.
Is it Friday yet? I don't know from days.
Is it Friday yet? Chance loaded. I think the reason KillingFloor 2 was so good that because it was just so like, it wasn't so fucking like dark and scary.
I make things go.
I don't look at this being scary. I look at this being like commando style. We're going in to kill a whole bunch of fucking like Resident Evil type shit. They kill a bunch of bioengineered assholes. That's basically where they get it off of. Guy couldn't take his last shit.
Nice work.
I'm just trying to fucking move. Dropping up here.
Oh, zap! I see dead people. Oh man, I feel very not good. more, are there?
Bitch!
Top tier energy, Nightfall fam.
Nice. That's why I like using the multi-tool, getting that fucking,
Maybe grab a few grenades from the pod. Who knows what's in the next wave?
Shut up, bitch.
Nightfall, are you still with me? Let's electrify this party!
Shoot him in the deck!
You've got a little break. Go shopping, if you want.
I really do want to play some Resident Evil 9 just to fucking sit there and murder a bunch of zombies.
Just a
It's so
body!
much fun.
Just a body. All beggars, all the time!
Yeah, shut the fuck up, you bitch.
Oh man, 5 years. Very not good. Scully's got voltage for days. That's not my kind of drop.
Well, look at you.
My privileges, revoke. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't miss out on grenades. Super important.
Super important.
I see dead people.
Yeah, it's always good to let everybody pile up first.
That person is a dead person.
Crouch in the crouch, bitch.
Enemy down.
Somebody! Everybody scream!
Team ass, bitches.
That would be a very long fall.
Ow! Oh fuck, that's good. Ah! Fuck! Fuck! Flashpoints suck ass, you fucking fire bats.
Bro, you good?
Run!
It's not. Almost ready. Nightfall. We go hard. That speaker had so much potential.
That was kind of funny.
Mine now. Stop snitching. What's all this about? How many more are there?
That's inbound.
It's always invisible bitches.
Come on, man. No need for this. about the consign. Let's electrify this party.
That's the spirit.
Nothing can stop us. Can you see me now?
Imagine living a lifestyle like this where you're like constantly fucking fighting against these bio assholes.
Quick check. How's your grenade supply?
You know if she just gonna burn up. Yeah, this is the new one I got. I was gonna pick between all these guys too, so. If I go with anything, I'd probably go with the quadruple barrel. Yeah, because the type of gun doesn't matter for your class, because it doesn't do anything. Just doing class specifics.
How many more are there?
Trying to. The fucking bitches spawning in front of me. What a fucking surprise. Well, he's got the shock traps. I could throw him down when there's a whole bunch of them. Maybe it'll fucking kill him faster. Yeah, I think they're weak against force.
I'd get the armor mended before the next wave, Specialist.
Can't argue with convenience.
Yeah, we'll have to get the... It's heat. Just,
Rock and roll, baby! Talk about a nerd fest. Gully's got voltage for days. That person is a dead person.
What the fuck? What happened to my fucking trap, bro?
Come into my trap.
Haha, bitch.
Shock trap. Right on target.
Oh, fuck.
Just the
Junk
body.
phone, what a
Just
dumb
the body.
fucks.
That person is a dead person.
Woo! Fuck these flush pounds, bro. Run, motherfucker, run! No, no. Get yourself dodge. Get yourself. Get yourself dodge.
Fantastic.
Fuck me. Only survived because of the explosive shotgun. Oh my god, yeah. I wonder if I can get the other one. I can get this one, oh my god. Or this one. Oh, this one.
Okay, what next?
Reload everything. This gun is amazing. My bone breaker. Super accurate too. Wow, this is accurate.
Way to slim down, my guy.
Keep going.
Let's electrify this party.
Let's kill both of them. No, don't close the fucking door, you dumbass! I don't do this shit.
Down into my trap.
That's what killer shit that I'm just 30 minutes. Okay.
Too big, too slow. This place needs a deep clean. Nightfall takeover in full effect.
OP ass gun. This gun is massively OP. Yeah, shock traps are fucking awesome. I think they last for like maybe, I think it's like 8 seconds or something like that. But you can still like, it kills the bulk of almost all Zeds. Times 1 damage. What the fuck is that? Oh. Yeah, this gun's just OP as fuck. When a guy told me about the explosion round, I'm just like, yeah, I gotta use it.
Next time, right here, people.
See how fast it fucking kills them? It's just amazing.
Kick after kick. Selling the golden for days.
Nice.
Kill the hardstyle champion. Just a body. Just a body.
Outstanding work taking down the flesh cow.
My god.
Let the beat right!
Yeah.
Ear check, everyone.
So fast!
We get against electricity and acid. So shock traps do good, and rogue legend just gonna tear his ass up. Hands down, this is the best gun. Like, it has to be explosive. If it's not, if it's sound wave and force, it doesn't do the trick. It's clearly fucking a ridiculous gun. Damn, bro.
Trap dead! Charge it up!
the knockback is fucking just stupid. Got a lot of Zetech, yeah. I have to max this gun out altogether. That was a lot of Zetech. Got 8 of them. Oh, my fuck, dude. I was killing everything super fast. Like, no other gun does that. Like, that's what makes this game, like, let's say, like, another good gun would probably be maybe explosive rounds on what you call it? Can you go to this and say this is the, so, like, I don't have. It's just not. Made of a much harder material than the base ammunition. Like, this one could be good. I should just get armor penetration. Because it does go through and staggle them, so maybe that would be a good one to get. Good against flush pounds, I guess. If I go to engineer, basically all fish it's maxed out. Match rank, 2% bonus damage when no enemies in 10 meters. That's actually 2%, so it's just because it's really good load speed. Recoil reduction is really high. Yeah, it's just trying to max out all this shit. 50%. That time multiplier. It's just that blue just looks sick as fuck. And I'm a big blue person. I love blue. Critical zone. Go up a little bit. Handling's up. Accuracy's up. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I had to get this up all the way. Well, no one else gets fucking explosive rounds like he does. He does. He gets those rounds for this. But he does not. Unless I check certain guns, and maybe certain guns do have... Yeah, they all have the same shit. No, I do get a grenade launcher. Let's see. See, he gets just enhanced grip. The only thing I get that's really good is this gets a grenade launcher. I don't think this one does. No, I don't think anything else does besides this one. Now the grenade launcher is fucking astounding. That does ferocious amount of damage, and that can be used against the flesh pounds and that. But it's just that fucking reload speed is so shit. This adds 20 more, so actually it has 60. What's the power box? It says large battery, enhanced mag. That reduces capacity but increases weapon damage. Maybe that's what I need to get. Reload speed goes up dramatically. So it keeps the damage increased. Reload speed goes up dramatically. Holy god, look at that reload speed. 30% faster. That is extremely good. So it lowers down the magazine by 10. I get 30% increased. So it gives me 50, but my damage goes up a little bit. But it gives me mass fucking reload speed. Look at that reload speed increase. It's like doubled. That would actually make the gun a lot better. The handling's a lot better too. It's just with that grenade launcher, it's actually going to be really fucking good, because once I get it at max, it's going to be terrifyingly strong. It's not the only gun that I would actually like to get with the commando to keep on getting it. But it's just engineers just so fucking powerful with that. It's just so fucking ridiculous. I mean, look what he gets up front. He gets 25% increase in weapon damage, and 50% increase weapon stubble to nearby enemies. Stubble interrupts enemies and causes them to straggle back. He literally gets massive amount of damage upgrade. He gets more armor. Small enemies can't, when they try to grab you, they can't grab you. Like, this dude's just a fucking powerhouse. Just knowing that he gets 25% more damage up front is, well, fucking just retarded.
Guys, just a reminder that smoking is prohibited on the VTOL. Yes, that includes it.
I did think they made the engineer basically the best version. Because multi-tool keeps getting up as long as you got Gatling gun spots are going off. They do such a good job at clearing out waves. You don't have to waste that much fucking ammo.
Sniffling asshole extends our playthrough by 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, that's unlimited. Guns off the wall. Take your time. Oh, goodness, this puzzle's so intricate. Well, we need to get the guns, Barack. Just put them in water. They'll go long. Good lord, Barack. What this guy do to you? Did he take your approval numbers or some shit? Just watch.
I ain't gonna lie, I watch this shit a lot. It's called Trump Plays Resident Evil Code Veronica X. It's just for presidents. It's Obama, which is kind of like the overly like thought process, emotional president. You got Bush, which is more like a psychological based person. That you got Trump, which is just a gigantic asshole. You got Biden, which is just the fucking idiot asshole. And like you see four of these president AIs, they all sit there, they all argue with each other while they're playing games and just like being like best of fucking friends. It's fucking hilarious.
Let's wreck Zeds! Yeah!
It's got it so cheap in this shit.
Way to go!
Golly! The hit machine!
Is this still up?
All right, let's shop.
The turd's still up. I don't know how much it has left, but we should. Fuck you, bitch.
Their set's been cancelled!
Ah! God, this guy's so fucking cheap. Everywhere there's a turn, it's in like the best fucking spot. That's so funny.
Who's ready for the ride of their life?
Whee! Boop. Okay, so that opens up this one. Okay.
Somebody keeping score? Killed that guy. Give me a second. Thanks to this. Move.
End of the wave.
Yeah, your bash is actually really fucking strong. If you get up certain perks and you level up, you can get like huge amount of like just pure just damage. With bash or just random.
Should have put on another layer.
It's cold. Fucking thought.
Oh, snap!
I would say I like the grenade launcher, but I fucking do not like the grenade launcher.
So fast!
Attention shoppers, your neighborhood soda pod will be closing in 30 seconds. We kindly ask that you make your final purchases.
That was kind of hot. Oh.
Time to turn up the volume! Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the DJ! Taking him out!
Bitch ass motherfucker, bash for the win. Let's beat the fuck out of that dude. He's like, oh, like he had a bad day. He had a bad day. We want some French fries? Yeah.
Gimme, gimme.
Okay, this anyway. Dude's so fucking OP. It's just that's just the explosion radius is so nice. If they're in like a group of like 5 or 6 people, one shot will literally kill all of them. It's like the frag grenade launcher would be amazing once they get up all the way, because it's going to blow up really fucking big. There's that. That gun's going to be astounding, but I just have to get up all the way. The gun's extremely fucking expensive. See what I mean? Bada, yeah! Bitch.
Bending my style.
Oh my god, I couldn't fucking reload! Oh my god, I couldn't fucking reload. Yeah. If I could have had my reload up, I could have shot those Zeds with the kill and I could have escaped. But of course I did. Yeah, we're gonna keep on going. What do we want to do? The army depot is probably the easiest one to go to. Look at this one. This one. Nice. Man, I was still hurting really bad. Everything fucking hurts right now. Talk about that. Yeah, I might as well spend some time. Unlocks armor, repairs damage. Wait a minute. I go to less 3 charges. Repairs exploding locks. I didn't know that. Hold on. Yeah, for a little bit. Oh man, I'm sore as fuck. But yeah, what I was saying about the whole psychological thing, I remember I was talking about female masculinity. That, like I said before, I was listening to this one dude talk about that, and I kind of like it made me think about that. You know, when you don't take the roll call that you need to take, like men nowadays, you can have fun. Men can be kids, but you also have to be, adults too. I said not everybody's gonna be mature 24/7. I think that's stupid because you gotta let loose. You gotta smell the flowers and that. You gotta get out there and have a little fun. That go run a mile or go sit there and drive a car really fast or go shoot guns or sit there and relax and that because relaxation is like a children relax. I just gotta go take another piss here in a little bit. Okay, pause it right here. Okay. Man, children relax. The first thing we learn how to do is have fun. That's the first like attribute of being a child and an adult. Adult knows they need to do. Getting my energy drinks. Oh, I died. I thought I had it paused. It wasn't paused? Oh well. I thought it was. I paused the game, but evidently the timer was still going off. I'm like, I don't have a multiplayer. I'm trying to multiplayer at all. It should be on single player. Oh, I can change perk and change specialist right here. Cool.
Okay, let's all make good, safe decisions out there. Get ready. We got Zeds en route.
Gentlemen, we have a turret.
You can definitely tell this is like futuristic. Look how armored these police cars are.
Zed's did a real number here.
Bitch.
Lumbering prat.
Load up, folks. Pods open.
Yeah, this part's amazing. I forget getting these turrets in.
Turret's up. Auto gun engaged. That's how it's done.
Enemy strength at 75%.
You freaks do look better dead. You sack of shit. Bit untidy here.
Yeah, let's go right in front of the turrets.
Murdering bastards.
Nice and clean.
I'm so cheap. 2053. Fuck, I'll be alive since then. 2053, I'd be 63 years old. That comes up.
Turret's up. Come on! Stop making me look bad and start making them look dead.
Everything for
All fur coat, no nippers.
you. You're making good progress.
Not much room to maneuver here. Away from this. Gotta give him a little credit. He was a real showman.
Now follow your feet to your favorite premium shopping destination.
Auto guns ready. Bloody sight more reliable than you lot. Christ, I can hear myself think again.
I don't think I just react.
All set. Oh, that's a cold reminder. Surveillance disabled.
Got this turret here. Oh, I guess it is multiplayer. Alright, just pause it. Okay, just keeps going. Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. Go walking and give me some good ass donuts. I'm gonna continue my talk. What am I talking about? I think I was talking about it. It's just they're narcissistic women, though.
Slummy sod. That's one big bastard along the back. Putrid lump.
Them lizard bitches, man. And they were way higher than before, but.
Just a lull in the action. Let's not all get complacent.
Max armor. Two wheel. Long range combat, mid to long range combat. How the fuck is that? Mid to long range.
Seen enough death for one day. Watch that wall! Grit stinking up the battlefield.
Really setting that bar high with that straight takedown.
Bitch. I should get the exploding.
Get your supplies, guys.
Hang on, this guy reminds you of Resident Evil. It truly does, like.
I think you might need some ammo.
You think I might need some ammo? Yeah, it's over the masculine thing and all that stuff.
Decommission. He wasn't right in the head.
That's bad.
Piss off.
All right, give yourself a break.
I think I have enough to get that shotgun. Let's find out. Okay,
Looks like you need some ammo.
94,000. I do think that's good.
Wolves are gonna.
Good start. 45% eliminated.
On you go.
Pods open. Everything you need, all in one place.
I just hit my mic with that fucking hand. Do another get it? Another get it. Nice. Just something else to use.
Specialist, advance to the area
No,
and hold
it's
the
not gonna be
line.
good against groups of enemies. It's only gonna be good for like flush pounds, because they're bad against ballistics. No, they like about the quadra barrel.
Turret's hungry. Let's feed it some Zeds.
I confess myself impressed.
Love me like. Man, one of those psychopath bitches just
Rotting filth.
The one thing I noticed that like one of the guys that working at it showed me a picture of his axe. And he was like, oh, she was really like, attractive looking in that. Oh, I mean, she was dating you, so I could see why she was kind of, you know, like, what the fuck kind of thing. So you showed me a picture of like, oh, you guys were young in that. Like you dated her when you were like you like 19. That like most girls at
Tighter
that
than
age
an Eskimo's nutsack.
are, you know, they go through a rebellious stage in that because they get so much attention because they are very beautiful, man. And then honestly, that's what happens. You know, and I was and I looked at her and I'm like, oh, she's a very beautiful girl and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, but she was crazy, man. I'm like, well, what you look at as crazy is like, you have to look at all women are fucking crazy. As in, all women are very emotional, they're dramatized. They're all like that. It doesn't matter how, like, it's just how females actually are altogether. They're just dramatized. It's just how it is. And so, like, I was sitting there and we were having a discussion about this and that. And, you know, I admit, you know, I was like, okay, you know, it's like you're with a really beautiful girl now. You're saying that she was like psychotic and that and stuff like that. I said, you know, explain to me like what was going on. And so he tried to explain to me that, and like it seems like that she's the one that kind of broke up with him because the way that he was talking, that like he still really misses her. Oh yeah, it's because she's fucking hot. She's extremely beautiful. Like the chick that you're with now is not that attractive. No, she's overweight. She knows she looks like she's lazy, probably stinky in that. Because you know, no offense to overweight people in that. When you're at a certain fat percentage, you're just lazy. You know, just say it in the nicest way possible. You're just lazy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, if you're a nice person. Although I do take showers and that, like, but you're fat. And being overweight it's a lazy factor that you can't control what you eat. You're not controlling the factors of, you know, of your emotions to keep driving you towards feeding more. The reason why people get anorexic, it's emotional, just like people get fat, it's emotional. That's why I study emotional psychology. That's why I study the spiritual psychology. I study the fundamentals of our way we are as humans. It all has to do with God. Everything always had to do with God. No matter what anybody says, if you have that type of feeling that you're like, if you have a negative feeling about yourself, that's not God, that's demons. Demons don't work in the oogie boogie community and that these superstitious fucktards like to think that there's demons walking around and eating people. No, they're spiritual beings. They can pop up as physical forms to certain extents, but they're spiritual beings. God controls every aspect of all the spirit world. All of it's controlled by him. Demons only have levitations. If they overdo their levitations, God puts them to the abyss. And they know that, according to how Jesus was taking demons out. And they begged demons for begging Jesus not to put them into abyss. And he told them, okay, I'll put you into these herd of pigs. Begging! Because they knew that he was God. Only one that begs is someone that actually knows. They know the truth. And when you're sitting there and you're learning about spirituality between the demons and the angels, the negative emotions and the positive emotions, you start to understand, okay, when you look at all the demons and all the fallen angels, the list of the rebellious that they are, you have, pride, gluttony, lust, envy, you have all these different things. They call them all out in the Bible. These are all the structural sins foundations. Starting with pride, which is Lucifer. Pride. And pride locks you into certain things because you don't want anyone. First off, you teach yourself not to teach. You teach yourself not to make anyone know of your problem, and you make up excuses for the problem. If you say that anyone ever made up excuses in their life, you're gonna make up excuses, especially when it comes down to that you have a sinning problem. Like if you do, say like you have, you take a bunch of opioids and that's sinning. You are courageously trying to change the mind of yourself to fit a world that doesn't exist. That's why people take all these pain relievers and that. They get so addicted to these things. And they try to say, whoa. It's like no one else. When you see people don't do these things and they work just fine, you can see kind of like where they are in their head. I say, when people look at me, it's like, why don't you love instead of lack of love, which they call hate? So why don't you love more? It's like, well, the world's so shit. So why do you think the world's shit? Well, because of what you believe in. You fall away from God. Jesus was very plain and simple with this. When you fall away from God, God stops fucking giving you things. He gives you blessings. But when you keep on pushing against his will, which are the blessings he gives you every day, and the lifestyle that you find out because he puts it in your way, the direction that you follow is his will every single day, the things that you do, everything's connected to him. So the fundamental foundation, and I can go back to my ex, because I asked her these questions and that. But the foundation of happiness is following what God wants you to do. And then people say, well, that means control. No, it means that he already set life up for you to be successful and happy. You choose to walk away from the success and the happiness that he gave to you, but you have to accept it. You have to accept the happiness and the love that he gives you. If you don't accept that happiness and love, then you walk down your own path. That's what hell is. Hell is fundamentally, it's that God still exists, yes, but God's will is not going to be done because you'd rather take your will into consideration. Which is you'd rather go down the road not believing in Christ, not believing in Jesus, not believing in his only son that died for us. And that's what the fundamental things are. And, it says it's like if people say, well, I don't need to convince other people to believe. If Jesus tells us specifically, if people don't want to hear, they don't hear. If people don't want you to speak, they don't speak. He's basically saying that people will not understand. People will go to hell no matter what. It's fundamentally just how it is. When preachers preach, and I can't say I'm a big preacher, but I do preach. I do it in a psychological way because that's what I love to do, which is what God wants me to do. So I do it because I enjoy it so much. And so I do these things, and now I'm starting to understand these things. You can never force anyone to love you. Doesn't matter how much addiction you have towards them. There's some people that are fundamentally addicted to people. and you start seeing these issues in their way that they do things. Like, for instance, one of the guys I used to hang around with at my old work at when I was working at the car wash at Zips and you know, I look at these two guys and they're both, you know, very Middle Eastern based people. They're from Afghanistan, Iraq, or whatever they're from. And I can tell fundamentally that they're not the most intelligent people. And when they lack IQ, they tend to lie more. And they were lying about just random shit because they didn't want to tell the truth because their comprehension skills weren't high enough, I guess. And they were obsessed with this woman, this young lady in that. They were obsessed with her. They would lie about her. They would lie to me about her. And sometimes they would speak the truth. But when I would analyze it and I look at from, say, her perspective, she would tell me flat out truth. Like, yeah, that was bullshit and they're all lying. I go up to them and say, why do you say such stupid shit? That makes no sense, bro. Why do you have to lie about stuff like that? You lie about just random shit that you like, it's stupid as fuck. Well, because they are stupid. We have to take it for granted that people are fucking dumb. Some people will not listen. It doesn't mean that they're spiritually not awake. It's just they're fucking just stupid. They're still learning, so, you know, until someone tells them that they're a fucking idiot, more or less likely either they learn from their mistakes and they grow up, or they keep on doing their mistakes, and then they get on a shit ton of drugs, and they make up a shit ton of excuses. It's just like, I listen to people at my job and that, and I know they're like, the people I work with now, some are just massive fucking pie. All they care about is smoking weed. I said, that's a fucking great life. Just sit there and waste your fucking life away. You're not doing anything, really. You're just wasting your money, wasting your life away, smoking something that you can literally just get from just doing a hobby or getting interested into a new hobby or doing other things and helping people out in that. They're all chasing this mass dopamine rush, and they believe in it. And people have asked me and say, you know, if you were smoking weed, you'd be a lot chiller. And I'm like, as chill as... I'm like, dude, I'm more chiller than you motherfuckers that smoke fucking weed. You guys are just retarded. So you guys don't understand that you can control the fundamental of your brain. You can control your brain to a certain extent where you could tone down your conscious level to where it's a zone out method. You can literally zone out and just tone down your thinking. You can tone down your stuff and just be fucking stupid. See, that's what it is. People that are stupid can't be smart because they don't fundamentally understand what it is to have a high IQ because they don't have it. But someone with a higher IQ can always dip themselves down and be dumb as fuck. Like, I always talk to people now that want to, like, they pretend they're smart, and they're really fucking stupid because things they say don't make sense. And it's not to say that you can't be stupid and say dumb shit. You're like, you know, you might say something comedic that doesn't make sense to someone else that makes sense to you. Stuff like that, yeah, I understand, but, like, they'll get in, like, arguments about really silly stuff. Like I said, well, America's like the best country in the world, because it is. No, if you're smart enough to understand how America actually works, you know our country's the best country in the world. When you say it towards stupid fucking people and that, especially, well, most times they're just the ones that are like very far liberal, brainwashed morons, they instantly say, don't start that stuff with me, our country. I'm like, what other country is just as good as us? I'm like, I want to say, like, for women out there that do this whole leftist, leaning, woke bullshit, every other country will send you to fucking prison. Almost every other country will look at you like a fucking moron. They will not sit there. If you go to these communist countries, you be sitting there sucking a fucking cock all day long and getting butt rammed. Maybe a lot of you would fucking like it. But they're starting to see that you go to a communist country now, you're a really beautiful fucking European American mixed white girl with big tits and that. Yeah, you're probably gonna get fucked probably by 200 fucking dudes in the first week. You're gonna have all kinds of dudes that want to bust them because they're fucking retarded. These are animals. They're all instinctual. Their brains haven't developed yet because they're all fucking stupid. They're all just dumb. It's not to say they're bad people. They're just stupid. It's just how it is. And so, you know, like the lady working at, I talk about this stuff with her, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, oh my God, it's like, you're one of those people, like, America's so bad that, like, you can't even buy weed in any other countries. They outlaw weed in all these other countries. Go to Russia, you'll get arrested. Go to China, you'll get put in a fucking prison. Go to North Korea, they would lock you up. The only reason why they can't do specific things because they know America is so powerful in that, and it comes down to if people are stupid enough, which they fucking are, like journalists that go over to fucking Iran and that. These stupid fucking CNN liberal dumb fuck, they're like, oh, we're going into the regime in that. We're gonna talk about communism. They're going in there and they're doing all this communist shit and they all get fucking arrested. And then they use these stupid fucking morons and they pin them up against the fucking America, say, well, we're gonna do this to this American now. Like, I mean, you shouldn't do that, but you know, if they're a stupid motherfucker now, most of them are that are fucking far left liberal fucking douchebags going over to a country now just to sit there and get killed, well, that's your own stupidity. Maybe you shouldn't go over there. You understand that they're just fucking psychotic people. But they have to feed a narrative, and this is how brainwashed people are. They're so brainwashed. You got people online that like talk about Iran's winning the war. No, they're not. Their asses are getting obliterated. Like, no one fucking likes their country. And they have, everybody fucking hates them. You got stupid motherfuckers only like, oh, they're winning the war now with money and all that stuff and that. And, you know, and they got this and that. Yeah, but the thing about it is, it's fine to say that they got these missiles that, all this stuff that we have is already pre-made. We've been having, you know, all these ballistic missiles and all these armor penetration missiles and all this shit and that for the last like 10 years. We haven't been using much stuff to blow up stuff. Some of these missiles are probably like 5 years old, just sitting in the archives, ready to be used. And these people are just so fucking retarded. They're saying like, oh, they're trying to fuck over the whole world with the whole oil thing and that. Like, yeah. The thing is, their country sucks and their country's being ruined, and they don't have the capabilities of keeping this shit up for too long because they don't have the capabilities. Now they want to sign a deal, and now they want to sign a deal and be prosperous in that. And there's a lot of Americans saying just fucking lay waste to their country. Throw them back into the fucking dark ages. And when their government loses all their power, and the civilians can take over, then fucking rebuild. The problem is every time we go in the Middle East and do all this shit and that, there's always some psychotic fucking I hate America shit. And they influence, because China influences our country. That's why you have all these fucking woke tards. They influence the country now to hate the country that they're supposed to love, that they live in. So you get all these stupid motherfuckers that are like, capitalism's bad, and I was like, capitalism's not bad, you're just fucking stupid. What do you mean? It's the elite people that steal me. Yeah, these elite people are the one that make money flow, you fucking moron. You're getting paid by the elites, you stupid fuck. You're getting paid by the companies that they made from fucking 60 years ago, you dumb fuck. Like the person that you're working for right now. The company I work for right now is paying me to survive for doing very small amount of work. And I listen to these stupid fucking kids and they're like, oh, it's so difficult. This job's easy as fuck. You're just fucking stupid and really fucking lazy. You want to live off of people. You want even easier jobs. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter if you're streaming all damn day, fucking sitting there sucking fucking dick. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to deal with pain of being awake for fucking 10 hours. You're gonna deal with pain of, you know, eating food and taking shits and that. It's all part of the process. And it's not 24/7 fun time. It never will be like that because it doesn't make sense to be like that. You know, and that's kind of one of the fundamental things that I learned, you know, when I was working at Zips and that. I learned how to be a fucking man. You know, so I approach things from a different perspective. I don't sit there and be a complete fucking idiot every 5 seconds. 71 degrees outside. Ooh, it's gonna be nice outside. Let's get going, get some donuts. It's really nice outside today. And And these are the things that, you know, we always have to sit there and struggle with every damn day. It's like, what would you rather do? Be a masculine, hardworking man that's not a complete fucking idiot? Which a lot of people are. They're just stupid as fuck people. Like, they're just so dumb. Or you want to be a strong, masculine man that sits there and owns a house, that owns a car, that owns a lifestyle that he worked hard for. See, that's what capitalism actually is. If you work hard, you get paid. And they think communism is the opposite. They think, these fuckers think communism is saying you live off taxes, which you pay, you stupid fuck. So if you sit there and live off the government taxes, they're not going to give you a lot. You can't progress with communism. You never can, because it never works, because there's no freedom to do it. They implicate all power to the government. Jesus talks about this. He says when the power of the government becomes God, they're the ones that dictate everything. That's when kingdoms start to fall. Kingdoms fall because the governments get too high and mighty, and they try to implicate God-like structure. It's happened throughout history, and God obliterates them. So why in the world do you want to have a life like that? Why in the world would you want to sit there and not want to progress yourself? I mean, I get it sometimes. Yeah, I do. But the thing is, the biggest challenge is not to be lazy, to work for your food, to understand that you have to work hard. Like, one of the guys put his 2 weeks in. He's been doing this a lot because he goes from job to job to job because he has too much pride and he thinks that he's like the best thing that ever been created, but he's just a fucking idiot. And he is smart, but he's fucking stupid as fuck. He knows how to critically think, that's about it. But his knowledge that he knows is really dumb. He knows basically absolutely fucking nothing. But he's got a good critical thinking mind, which is the best thing about him. Other than that, he's just a fucking idiot. Because the stuff he bases his life on is what dumb fucks do, what liberal fucking dumb fuck commies do. They don't want to work hard, and they want to find every which way to make life lazy and lazy and lazy. And then they bitch and moan because everybody's getting stronger and everyone's getting better. And as soon as they bitch, they start blaming their genetics. They start blaming their lifestyle. I raised this way and that. Like, yeah, you can be raised a certain way. But the thing with it is, you still have the opportunity to change your life completely. If you're sitting there and you don't have a job and you're fucking miserable where you live at, would you rather be at work or at home being miserable? I'd rather be at work, because at least when you make money in that and you get a bigger promotion, that money that you save can get you out. You can get an apartment or get a condo in that or whatever. You could be free from bullshit. That's if you're raised with really shitty ass parents. But that's the point of capitalism. There's always a way out. The government doesn't control you getting out. And I'm getting to go on my walk because it's nice outside. I'll be back later. You guys have a good one.